Yo, what is up internet? Digirex here, and today I'm coming at you with a brand new video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the Porta-Pooper 5000. So, this is kind of a weird gun. This you get from a side quest, I believe that is in Electra City, called Porta Prison. It's a pretty easy side mission. All it really requires you to do is kill some deputy bots, some police bots, and then go to the Meridian outskirts, and then you can collect your weapon. And this weapon, obviously, if you take a look at it, it looks pretty grimy. You got like shit smeared all over it, which is pretty epic. And they do classify it as a rocket launcher, so of course it does take the rocket ammo. It has got a super slow fire rate. This thing's fire rate is so slow, and it is a blue. But listen, you can get this at around level 15. But what makes this so special, so fun, and actually really good for a blue, it is a side mission blue, so it is a little bit special. But what makes it so good for a blue is that it has crazy splash damage. Look, plus 400% splash damage radius. This thing splashes poop all over everybody. And then, I mean, weapon damage, it never washes out, you know, poop never washes out. Of course, it has an unlimited magazine size, but it can heat up and will eventually break. So after you fire enough poop, it will actually eventually break. So it also causes radiation damage, 50 damage per second. Irradiated enemies damage enemies around them. So of course, irradiated enemies damage enemies around them, and then when irradiated enemies die, they explode. So you shoot this thing into a pile of enemies, one enemy will get irradiated, and then it'll start damaging more enemies, and then they'll all explode in the poop. And of course, something it doesn't have listed here, when you shoot this thing, it leaves a giant, I know I'm saying poop a lot, but listen, this gun fires poop. It's a unique gun, I gotta say poop. But when you fire this gun, it leaves just a pool of poop on the ground that if enemies step in, they get damage over time also. So they're getting damage over time from the poop on the ground. They're getting damage over time from the radiation. They're all exploding all over each other. And this thing hits pretty hard if you hit them directly, although the poop does fly through the air pretty slowly and with quite the arc. So it can be hard to get those direct hits sometimes. It looks dirty now, but it actually looks quite good with a lot of these weapon skins. Like this weapon skin, Black Dragon. I mean, hey. That actually, I mean, that cleans it up, man. That makes it look pretty cool. But I do like to keep it default, just because, like, I just like the aesthetic. It's grimy. But let's get into the gameplay, and I'll talk about it more. So here is some gameplay of this thing. Obviously, you hold it like not a normal grenade launcher. And when you take it out, it does take a little bit to get ready, so I would definitely expect that. And when it overheats, it takes a while to cool back down. So I would try to recommend not overheating this thing, although I feel like it's kind of hard to fire that much to actually overheat it. I mean, that's a lot of shit you're firing there. So what I like to do is just douse my enemies in feces, get the puddle on the ground, get them irradiated so they are standing in the puddle, and then normally I like to bring out something different to finish them off with. So, you know, you get this splash damage, you get this radiation on them, and then you whip out a different weapon to finish off the remaining health. Now obviously you can get this thing fairly early in the game, and it will carry you pretty far actually. I mean, this gun's actually fun, and it's really quite good. I mean, it's different than a lot of rocket launchers because you can get more and more damage over time, and obviously you don't have to worry about reloading. You do have to worry about overheating, but this thing fires so slowly, and you can fire a decent amount before it actually overheats. So most of the time you won't really have to pay attention to it overheating, just because, like I said, you can fire it once or twice, get them irradiated, or if you just want to do big damage, fire it a bunch. It's just hard to overheat. It really is. This thing, like I said, super slow to take out, super slow to get ready. It fires super slowly, so it is just a heavy clunker of a weapon. None of the handling or anything is really that great on it. It will make you feel slow. It's just a slow weapon. It's meant to just empty into something. It's not meant for you to be agile or anything like that. You won't feel agile when you're using this, but you will feel like a badass. And of course, I like to jump when I fire with this gun, as you'll see a few times in this gameplay here, because the poop arcs a lot it is just a very heavy turret. So it falls to the ground really fast, so I like to get up in the air a little bit so the arc doesn't really affect me as much when I'm shooting from further away, because this is not a rocket launcher that you can snipe people with. This is one where you have to be pretty damn close, but if you get those critical hits and if you're hitting your enemies, I mean, right on and getting that feces on them, getting them irradiated, and letting them step in the poopy puddle, then you will be heavily rewarded for it. Most rocket launchers fire in a straight line. You even have smart rockets that you can snipe people with. Yeah, this is not like that. You'll be really getting in the fray with this one, and just really getting in there. And of course, you just saw the sight. I don't use the sight much. I feel like, I mean, that was the only time you might see me aim down sight in this gameplay, just for that split second so I could look at the sight. I found early on when I was using this weapon that the sight seems fairly inaccurate. So I just like to hip fire it. It seems accurate enough hip firing it. The sight seems a little bit off to me, not firing exactly where you want it to, and the sight is very crude, so there's no way to measure the giant arc with it. So I just prefer to go hip fire with this thing, and I recommend that you guys do too. Overall, this is an extremely unique blue, and oh, here, I'm aiming down sight. Yeah, look at that. Like, there's just no way to tell. It's hard. Plus, I'm trying to hit that target from fairly far away, which you don't want to do. You just got to get up close with this thing. But this is a fairly unique blue. It's funny. You get it from a porta potty side quest. Overall, just a very fun blue. I know I'm going to use this through playthroughs with other characters and everything like that. It is just very, very fun, and it'll carry you far in the game. So if you guys enjoyed this little review, this little gameplay of this unique weapon, please subscribe for more Borderlands and Destiny 2. We'll have a Destiny 2 video up tomorrow, so get ready for that, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been EggsISmell. Peace.
And I'm open to mine, so we all need some time just to settle down. Won't you come around, cause I never can leave it alone. Talking about somebody rolling, boulevard dining, making it count for efforts I can't explain. Ballin' and feeling we drowning, never been humbled by playing the fighter.